29 days ago, San Ramon held on to the Gelderman Trophy with a 17-10 win over Monte Vista. Tonight, a semi-final berth in the NCS D1 football playoffs is on the line. Who will move on to host Vintage next week? You'll find out next. Good evening and welcome to the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists. We have a good one for you tonight as the number 4 seed San Ramon Valley hosts number 5 seed Monte Vista in the NCS D1 quarterfinal. Due to the smoke from the campfire, this matchup has been delayed for 29 days. Here is a recap of the last time these two teams played on October 26. San Ramon chewed up most of the first quarter with running the ball like this with Tristan Sinclair, and eventually Sam Stevenson's 31-yard field goal made it 3-0. Then Clay Facto's 71-yard punt return put the Wolves into great field position as the Mustangs broke contain, and Facto set up another score. And this was a brilliant call, 10-yard touchdown pass from Brad Camisa to Tristan Sinclair on the throwback screen with the walk-in touchdown, and it was 10-0 at half. Then Jacob Oliphant's 90-yard punt return for a touchdown was the first kick return for a TD for Monte Vista in the history of the 56-game matchup, and the first Mustang to return a punt for a TD since 2008. It was 10-7 San Ramon. Monte Vista tied it after a 4-minute, 72-yard drive that was finished by a Micah Hertz 26-yard field goal, and it was all tied up at 10 all. The game remained tied and was set up with this big pass from Sinclair to Stewart. And then the game winner for the Wolves. And now our national anthem. You're watching NorCal Sports TV. This NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, is sponsored by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs. Fit Pro Go. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? And the opening kick goes to San Ramon along the 2-yard line. And a great tackle by Jacob Oliphant. And San Ramon will get their first possession on their own 4-yard line. Facto, not running south, was running east and west, and Oliphant came up with the stop. And here's the offensive starters for San Ramon. We'll bring those to you later. They're quarterbacked by number 10, Brad Camisa. Tristan Sinclair is the running back. They're going to feed him the ball early and often. Little stretch play along the left side, and he's held to a short gain. Sinclair All-American high school player, two-way player, and besides the guys from De La Salle, in my opinion, the most valuable player in the East Bay Athletic League Mountain Division this year. What did he do the last time these two teams played back 29 days ago? Well, Sinclair had over 100 yards on 22 carries, one reception, a touchdown we just showed you, and dominated on both sides of the ball. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Wolves. Not a run-friendly play call here for Coach Becker. And it's a little bootleg. Camisa drops it off in the flat, but the Mustangs rally up for a short gain. Good defense by the Mustangs. Luciano and Chip Menard on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Nice little pickup for Coach Becker. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us here on NorCal Sports TV and our partners at Contra Costa Television, Ed TV, and the NFHS Network. Third and 4 for the Mustangs. They're in their heavy run defense. And Sinclair gets enough for a first down. And some of the keys for tonight's victory, first for San Ramon, possess the football, which they are starting already to do. They held the ball on their first drive for 8 minutes the last time these teams played. Control the line of scrimmage. They ran very effectively, and they held Monte Vista only 51 yards rushing and went on special teams. They had a big return but gave up a punt return to Monte Vista for a touchdown. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves in their heavy run formation. And a stretch play to Sinclair, and he picks up a nice gain, 14 yards and another first down. And when the Wolves pick up yards like this on first down and get big gains like that, big chunk plays, it just fortifies the game plan. And I'm sure Coach Becker's going to run the same thing that they did against Monte Vista the last time. Run the football and throw when you have to. They completed 7 passes in the last matchup, almost all of those for first downs. Little reverse here. And a tackle in space by Oliphant. And the carry by number 28, Caden Stewart. Stewart had a big 29-yard reception late in the fourth quarter that helped the Wolves beat the Mustangs and threw them out of their what was thought to be a number 1 seed. For Monte Vista, stop Sinclair. He scored two TDs and had 114 yards rushing. Monte Vista pass over 200 yards. They are 5-1 when throwing over 200 yards this season and get off the field on third down. They've already given up a third down conversion. It'll be 2nd and 6 here. Sinclair finishes with a forward lean and picks up 2, and it'll be 3rd and 4. The winner of this game will get to host a semifinal game next Friday or Saturday against Vintage High School, who beat Antioch. Seemed like 5 months ago. It was just a couple of months ago. There was the starters for San Ramon. Good look there. Big offensive line that controlled the football the last time these two teams played. 3rd and 4. Run. And Sinclair picks up 6 and another first down. He's a big kid. He's a big, thick kid, and going to Stanford, committed to Stanford, and he'll get a lot of carries, and then they'll sub him out and get him a little bit of rest and get him right back into the game. He's a two-way player. Camisa on the season, 13 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions. We had an official timeout. And coming into the game for Monte Vista is number 8, Nate Ricina. He went head-to-head with Jacob Hyman the last time these two teams played, and nice to see him back on the field. Stretch right, stretch left, stretch right, and another big gain. Well, not big gain, but for this offense, a big gain. 5 yards on first down is huge. And there's Jacob Hyman. Good to see him back in the lineup. Both these players were hurt. It was a long delayed to have those guys recuperate, and since you've had 29 days in between games, both are able to suit up and get back in there. 2nd and 6 here. Camisa looks like he's changing the play along the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a stretch to the left side, and Hyman picks up the 3, and it'll be 3rd and a very manageable 3 yards for Coach Becker. Now, these two teams in the past, in the NCS, San Ramon's won the last 4 matchups when they played in the NCS game. This is the 57th matchup all time, and Monte Vista leads that series 30-25-1. But like I said, San Ramon is 4-1 in the NCS and has won the last 4 times these guys have played in the postseason. Big, heavy set for San Ramon, and Sinclair gets through that middle and picks up 10 yards and another first down. And remember, San Ramon started this drive from their own 5-yard line. And look at this hole. And I love Sinclair. He plants his foot in the ground and gets south and finds that crease in the defense. Looks like a little trickeration here. And Murphy's wide open. And so is number 28, Caden Stewart. And was talking to the Monte Vista coaches. Guarantee you they're going to run a little bit of trickeration. Coaches have had 3 or 4 weeks to work on this game plan, and there's a little wrinkle. Let's cue up the circus music here. Well done by San Ramon. And the ball's on the 11-yard line. That'll loosen up the defense. Nice timely call by Coach Becker. Sinclair and the Mustangs rally up to barely a 2-yard gain for Sinclair. And here's another look at that trick play. He had Murphy wide open in the hit, but he was so far down the field that made a better decision to hit the short man. Camisa goes to the sideline, gets the play. Murphy will line up as a wing. And it's a stretch play to the left, and Sinclair touchdown, San Ramon Valley. 95-yard drive, nearly 8 minutes. Tristan Sinclair. And Jaden Benedict will come in for the extra point. And that kick is good. San Ramon leads Monte Vista 7-0. You're watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
Muir Orthopedic Specialists specialize in orthopedic treatment and care through physical therapy, reconditioning, pain management, and surgery with over 20 doctors in Walnut Creek, San Ramon, Brentwood, and Concord. Muir Orthopedic Specialists restoring strength, health, and mobility. Go to MuirOrtho.com for more information and testimonials from patients. Muir Orthopedic Specialist, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties is a design-build company that specializes in residential remodeling projects from design to construction. Their Best of House 2018 Client Satisfaction Award is an example of their commitment to...
Just one. And Oliphant will take that kick in the end zone and see if we can get a chance to take a look at that touchdown play. Sinclair. Big hole to run through. And the Wolves lead 7-0. And here comes Monte Vista. We'll give you their starters after this play. Oh, here's their starters, led by Jack Stewartson, the quarterback. Just a junior All-League Mountain Conference, EBL Mountain Division All-League. Quick screen to Prohaska, and he picks up 7 yards on that first down play. Quick screen to Prohaska, well set up, and getting some blocking downfield. And Prohaska had a strong finish to the season, but only had one reception for 16 yards against San Ramon leading into that game. He was on quite a roll. Shea, the tight end, will trade to the right. 3-by-1 set for Coach Russi. And it's a reach to Cribb, kind of pitter-pattering his feet, and picks up a couple yards, and it'll be 3rd and short. Now, the difference between how Sinclair and Cribb attacked the line of scrimmage, I think, is pretty obvious. Sinclair taking with fresh legs and hitting that line, and Cribb was a little bit hesitant. You take that reach, that stretch play, and you got to hit it hard. So it'll be 3rd and short for the Mustangs in their road white uniforms. Trap play to Cribb. He picks up a big chunk, tackled at the 49-yard line. Now, Cribb only had 29 yards rushing in the first matchup. He picks that up and then some there with that run. Quick kitty trap play up the middle, and the Mustangs are at the 50-yard line. Stewartson in the shotgun. Prohaska at the bottom of your screen. And a quarterback draw, and Stewartson will pick up a couple of yards. Not a big effective play, but something that will give the Wolves another thing that they have to defend on the tackles. Bo Garrett, another all-league player, East Bay Athletic League Mountain Division. Tristan Sinclair, another all-leaguer, and Clay Facto, all-leaguers for San Ramon on defense. 2nd and 8. They'll trade the tight end again. And Hainer in motion across the formation. It's a little counter play. Nice read by Cribb. Picks up a big gain and then some at the 20. And tackled just outside the 10-yard line. At the 11-yard line. Nice gain by Cribb. The Mustangs were held to 51 yards rushing in the last matchup. Well, they've already picked that up in this first drive alone. And I loved how Cribb just followed his blockers. Watch him just keep with his blockers. Nothing pretty. And then working up the field. And a touchdown saving tackle by Stewart. First and 10 at the 11-yard line. Stewartson back to pass. Little swing pass to Cribb, getting a lot of work early. And he will pick up about 3 yards. And just gives the defense another thing to defend. Stretch them horizontally and vertically. So it'll be nice gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 6. We are coming to you live from the S&J Properties broadcast booth here at San Ramon Valley High School in Danville. The Battle of Danville here, NCS playoff style. Little belly run to Cribb, and he bounces it outside. Rolls over one tackler, and then a couple of Wolves tackle him out of bounds. And it'll bring up 3rd and 3. Cribb decided to bounce that one outside and finished with a forward lean. It's meant to run inside, but then Cribb bounces outside, then goes north and picks up a decent gain. But then the Mustangs, on a curious call, lose 3 yards, and it'll be 4th down, and the field goal unit will come on. Matt Hoffman is 6 of 9 this season. His long is a 41-yarder. Actually, this will be Micah Hertz coming in for the field goal. Hertz made a field goal in the last matchup between these two teams. Kind of a moral victory for the Wolves to hold them to a field goal attempt. Hertz's kick is good, and San Ramon Valley leads Monte Vista 7-3. You're watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialist.
S&J Properties is a design-build company that specializes in residential remodeling projects from design to construction. Their Best of House 2018 Client Satisfaction Award is an example of their commitment to being the premier remodeling company of their clients' dreams. Through professionalism, innovation, quality, and service, they build enduring value and lasting relationships. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company.
So where did he kick that one from, the 9? Well, Micah Hertz with the field goal, and it's 7-3, and Hoffman will kick, and this will be taken at the 3-yard line. A nice tackle. Dane Taylor with the tackle on special teams. Well done. And once again, the Wolves will start another drive inside the 20-yard line. So Monte Vista answers with a score, was in the red zone, but faltered. Hyman with the carry and picks up 6 yards on that first down gain. And that'll be probably the last play of the third quarter. Or the first quarter. What am I doing? You're watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors have been serving families and businesses in the Tri-Valley since 1984. All of your accounting, tax, and financial planning needs can be addressed by the friendly CPAs at Sweeney Kovar. Conveniently located in Danville, let Sweeney Kovar be your trusted advisor, enable you to keep the important financial promises you have made to your loved ones. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs.
This NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, is sponsored by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs. Fit Pro Go. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game?
So Monte Vista with a 9-play, 75-yard drive to make it 7-3. San Ramon with the football at the 20-yard line. And nice defense. Regina, Mikey Roy, all in the backfield. And it'll be a tackle for loss, and it'll be 3rd and 5. Quick first quarter, playing exactly how I think how Coach Becker would like to have that one possession for Monte Vista and 1+ possession for the Wolves. San Ramon 66 yards rushing and 34 yards rushing. Monte Vista 64 yards rushing and 11 yards passing in the first quarter. Camisa sprinting out. You got a wide open receiver. I don't know if he picked up enough for a first down. Yes, he did, but a violent tackle there by Nate Regina. So once again, San Ramon had 66 yards rushing and 34 yards passing in the first quarter. And it'll be enough for a first down. One of the keys was getting off the field on 3rd down, and there's another 3rd down conversion for San Ramon. Just a little bootleg. Receiver wide open in the flat. Nice tackle in the backfield. Miguel Soto coming in from his cornerback position with a tackle for loss on first down. It'll be 2nd and 11. So I'm looking down here in the field, and Tristan Sinclair is on the sidelines, and I don't know if they're looking at his shoulder or looking at his shoulder. So he hasn't been in this series yet on offense. 2nd and 11 for the Wolves. It's a play pass. Camisa sprints out and throws that one over the intended receiver, and it goes incomplete. So Sinclair in a little bit of pain. And then we've got a flag on the field. Dave Jerkowitz is our referee tonight. I think it's Jankowitz, not Jerkowitz. So we had a legal man downfield from San Ramon. And it'll be declined. It'll be 3rd and 11. So 3rd and 11 now. San Ramon has been perfect on 3rd down conversions, something they were very successful with in this first matchup. Camisa under some pressure. He scrambles to his left and throws it deep downfield, and Nate Regina will intercept it. And he's got a lot of white jerseys in front of him. And Regina with the interception. And Monte Vista will take over at the San Ramon 37-yard line. Now, neither one of these teams turned the ball over in the first matchup. And Camiso was a little careless on this. Threw it way late, and Regina had it covered like a blanket. And a nice return, and the Mustangs are in business at the 37-yard line. Stewartson confirming the play with Coach Russi. He'll be under center. 2-by-2 set for the Mustangs. Stewartson back to pass, has all day to throw, and he's got a receiver open into the end zone. Touchdown, Monte Vista. Matt Prohaska, 37 yards. Stewartson to Prohaska, and the Mustangs take advantage of the turnover. Wide open receiver. And these were the kind of plays that Monte Vista left on the field the last time these two teams played. Play action pass, and Stewartson gets that ball out in front of the receiver, and Prohaska does the rest. His 6th touchdown reception of the season. You're watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
Muir Orthopedic Specialists specialize in orthopedic treatment and care through physical therapy, reconditioning, pain management, and surgery with over 20 doctors in Walnut Creek, San Ramon, Brentwood, and Concord. Muir Orthopedic Specialists, restoring strength, health, and mobility. Go to MuirOrtho.com for more information and testimonials from patients. Muir Orthopedic Specialist, specialized, innovative, compassionate.
37-yard touchdown pass from Stewartson to Prohaska. And just like that, Monte Vista leads 10-7. Another tackle inside the 20-yard line, and another tackle by Dane Taylor. Tackle Stewart. And the Wolves will take over. We have time to take a look at that touchdown play again. I love how Stewartson puts air underneath the ball and lets the speed guys take and work their magic. So San Ramon was 4 for 4 coming into that last turnover. They threw a interception on 3rd down, and the Mustangs, one play later, took advantage. Play action pass, and the Mustangs were not fooled, and Camisa is sacked inside the 5-yard line. A herd of Mustangs were there. Chip Menard, Dylan Lawler, Canty and company were all over that play, and it is a 11-yard loss for San Ramon. And what Monte Vista has done a good job of is when they have kicked off, the ball has stayed inside the 10-yard line. Mustangs were all over. Great pass coverage on that play. And the Mustangs just send the house again. A lot of white jerseys in the backfield. Chip Menard, Dylan Lawler once again. So it's 3rd and 4 ever. And if you're San Ramon here, it's 10-7 ball game, big deal. You do not want to turn it over here, and you'd like to pick up enough yardage so your punter doesn't have his back feet on the end zone line. Camisa gets the play and from Coach Becker, and he'll mosey on over. Little stretch play that'll buy a little room for the punter to Jackson Foster, who's a good one. He's had 11 punts inside the 20, averaging nearly 40 yards a kick. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for tuning in tonight. You're watching on television at Contra Costa TV, Ed TV, or on the NFHS network. Thanks for joining us for this NCSD1 quarterfinal. I think that punt was blocked, and the Mustangs will take over the great field position on the Wolves' 39-yard line. Somebody get a hand on that thing? Maybe Jacob, maybe one of the... Noah Rivas, I believe, got a hand on that one. Kid just makes plays. Not the biggest kid, but just plays with a lot of passion, tenacity, and toughness. Ben Broughton, the tight end, trades to the right. And I imagine the Mustangs are going to take a shot here. Oh, quick little route to Prohaska, and he breaks a tackle, and he'll pick up 9 yards on that first down play. There's a lot of plays out there, depending on how San Ramon's playing defense. A lot of cushion to throw those 3-step drops and some seam routes out there. So big gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Mustangs. Cal High and San Leandro tied 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. San Ramon blitzing. Oh, a little flea flicker for the Mustangs, and the Wolves are all over it. The Wolves covered that very well. Nobody bid on the flea flicker. Kelowna almost came up with it with a miraculous catch, but cue the circus music there on 2nd and short. So it'll be 3rd and short for the Mustangs. Yeah, the credit the safeties for San Ramon. They sunk. They didn't bite. First down run for Cribb and goes nowhere. And we'll see what the Coach Russie's going to do here. Second time they've tried to run it on 3rd down, and second time they've been stuffed. So big 4th down play here. Will Stewartson vary his count, try to go on 2, draw the Wolves offside? If not, punt it? Or will they run some type of short pass? 4th and 2. Stewartson short pass, wide open Prohaska, and he picks up the first down. See, that's what I don't understand. It's 4th and 5, and the corner's dropping 9 yards off. And there's nobody flashing in the front. That's like stealing. Move the chains for the Mustangs. Haven't converted on 3rd down, but they converted on 4th down, and it's a first down for the Mustangs on the Wolf 25-yard line. Little wing counter, and the Wolves sniffed that one out. Took a long time to develop, and actually I think Stewartson tossed that one to Oliphant, and it went nowhere. Good defense by the Wolves. No gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 10. Again, the winner of this game will host Vintage High School in the NCSD1 semifinal, probably next Saturday, but we won't know for sure until a little bit later. 2nd and 10. Broughton in the slot. Kelowna at the bottom of your screen. Hayner and Prohaska at the top of your screen. And another trap that goes nowhere. And we talked about controlling the line of scrimmage. And this series in particular, San Ramon has stepped up and made the plays. So it'll be 3rd and 11. We are coming to you live from the S&J Properties broadcast booth. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us on NorCal Sports TV. Quarterback draw by Stewartson. And he picks up a first down, but they've also got a holding penalty. right in front of the official. So it'll be 3rd and 21. I like the play call, but unfortunately for the Mustangs, somebody got caught holding. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for 3rd and 21. Unless you plan on going for it on 4th down, you can run an intermediate pass, try to get the ball to the first chain, and then come back with a 4th down play. And then we've got another penalty, and I believe a Mustang left early, Shirley. And it'll be marched back another 5 yards. Now, one of the practices this week, the Mustangs jumped off sides 3 times in a row, and we commented, you're going the wrong way, Jim Marshall. So Mustangs a little undisciplined here in these last 2 plays with a hold and a procedure. So they lose 15 yards. So it's 3rd and 26. Empty backfield for the Mustangs. 3-by-2 set. Stewartson back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He's flush from the pocket. Throws over the middle to Kelowna. He breaks 1 tackle and gets near the 1st down marker. Great job by the senior. And picks up about 23 yards on that pass play. And we'll see if Coach Russi goes for it or if he brings on the field goal unit. So Matt Hoffman will put his tee down around the 26-yard line. And I like how Kelowna kept playing the game here. Came back to the football, broke a couple of tackles, and nearly picked up the 1st down. 36-yard field goal by Hoffman is no good. So wasted opportunity for the Mustangs. And the Wolves will take over on their own 20-yard line. A 4-minute drive, but too many mistakes and then a missed field goal, and San Ramon will take over. And they're trying to get the right football out. And I believe Tristan Sinclair is out. I see him. His helmet is off. His jersey is off. He's got a towel around his head, so he is out of the game. Hyman, who's going to get the rest of the carries tonight, picks up about 6 yards. Second and 4 for the Wolves. Another stretch to Hyman, and he's just short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd and 2. So big development. Tristan Sinclair, the All-American for San Ramon, 2-way All-Leaguer. Believe he has a hurt shoulder, and helmet off, shoulder pads off, and that is just too bad. He's a great football player. Hyman picks up the 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for San Ramon. Pick up the 1st down. And Under a minute and a half left here in the first half. Camisa sprints out, and he's thrown it deep down the field. Mustangs have coverage, and it's tipped away. Rivas in coverage there, and it goes incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. At halftime, we'll have my old partner in crime, Craig Bergman, and then there's also a fundraiser here that we'll talk about at halftime. So 2nd and 10. Murphy is a wing. Counterplay, and Mikey Roy submarines him at the line of scrimmage. And Coach Russi calls a timeout. You're watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championship Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
This NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, is sponsored by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs. Fit Pro Go. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game?
So it'll be 3rd and 9. San Ramon is 4 of 5 on 3rd down. The only time they didn't get it, they turned the football over on a long pass that was intercepted by Racina. So we'll see what Coach Becker's got drawn up here. Camisa's in the shotgun. Kenny in motion. Camisa under pressure. David Hayward. But then somebody broke contain. And Camisa will run it and pick up the first down. And Moore carrying that ball like a loaf of bread. He's at the 40. And he's tackled at the 25-yard line. Very undisciplined pass rush by the Mustangs. And San Ramon calls a timeout. So San Ramon converts their fifth third down out of 6 attempts. So Monte Vista has not got off the field on 3rd down. But just Camisa breaking down the Monte Vista pass rush and just found a hole here. Well, let's watch it. So he's under rush. And then Shea loses contain. And then there's 2 other Mustangs that over pursue. Hayward over pursues. And then Rivas and Oliphant make the tackle at the 26-yard line. Well done by Camisa. Camisa back to pass. It's a screen, and it's set up to Hyman. And he gets inside, just outside the 10-yard line. It'll be spotted at the 12, and it's first down, San Ramon Valley. And what looked like a time where Monte Vista was going to get the ball back, well, San Ramon got the scramble for a first down. Camisa, and he's going to get sacked. Christian Luciano with the pressure and the sack. And that ball will be spotted at the 14-yard line. Let's get one more. You're watching NorCal Sports TV.
Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors have been serving families and businesses in the Tri-Valley since 1984. All of your accounting, tax, and financial planning needs can be addressed by the friendly CPAs at Sweeney Kovar. Conveniently located in Danville, let Sweeney Kovar be your trusted advisor, enable you to keep the important financial promises you have made to your loved ones. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs.
So San Ramon has one more timeout left. And if you're Camisa here, you don't want to take any more sacks. Throw the ball away. Play action pass, little quick screen, and the Mustangs rally up. Not much room there for Caden Stewart. And Chip Menard and company with the play. I think San Ramon's going to let this run all the way down, and then they're going to call a timeout and have the last play of the half with a field goal attempt. Sam Stevenson will come on to attempt the field goal. He's 4 for 4 as long as 39. He made a 31-yard field goal versus Monte Vista. And it looks like the Wolves are short one guy, late arrival on San Ramon Airline. Now they've got 11. And the most important guy, the holder, Jackson Foster. So it'll be a 32-yard attempt for the Wolves. The kick is up. And it is no good. So San Ramon fails on the field goal attempt. And Monte Vista leads San Ramon Valley 10-7. You're watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
The NFHS Learning Center is the leader in online education for the interscholastic community. At nfhslearn.com, you can find over 60 courses for coaches, administrators, officials, parents, students, and performing arts programs, including over 25 free courses such as concussion in sports, heat illness prevention, sudden cardiac arrest, and protecting students from abuse. For more information, visit the NFHS Learning Center.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Coaches teach your kids to dream. Coaches teach your kids to overcome. Coaches teach your kids good sportsmanship. Coaches teach your kids proper technique. But who teaches your coaches?
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life. Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
We're at halftime as Monte Vista leads San Ramon 10-7. Tristan Sinclair opened up the scoring with a 9-yard run. He is out for the game with a hurt shoulder. Then Micah Hertz kicked a 24-yard field goal to make it 7-3 San Ramon as Monte Vista trailed by 4. And then a beautiful play from Stewartson to Prohaska for 37 yards, and it's 10-7 at half. Well, for 21 years, we normally at halftime, the gentleman to my left, we'd always have a cold Gatorade and talk about halftime adjustments. Well, we're not going to do that now, but the longtime football coach at Monte Vista, Craig Bergman, 21 years at the helm, still helping out Matt Russey. And Coach, what's it like? First of all, thanks for coming and sitting in with us. What's it like having somebody that you coached for a long time and Matt Russey have a great relationship, for him to take over a program that you put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in?
Well, I think you and I talked about it at length for a lot of years that, you know, throughout the years that we've been coaching here and all the guys that we've had come through, I thought Matt would be just a fine coach, and kind of targeted him, tried to get him to come back to the high school level, and things worked out perfect for us. And we had an opportunity to get him back. I couldn't be more proud of him. I think he's doing such a wonderful job. The kids love him. The parents love him. He demands the respect of everybody out there. I enjoy helping him, and for anything I can do to help him, he knows I'm there for him. And I think the program's in very good hands.
And it's so funny about how sometimes we work in unison, but yet don't talk. We both wanted to have Matt come here.
Yeah.
And we were having separate conversations, yet being on the same page about getting him back from Kansas and getting him back home. And he has a real professional way of dealing with everybody.
He does. And, it was when he was at Cal and when he was at Kansas, he wasn't doing what he loved. He was watching a lot of film, stuck down at a dungeon, evaluating players, and he does a wonderful job of that, but he belongs on the field. He belongs working with the kids. He belongs teaching the game of football. And it kind of opened his eyes when he came back and worked with us as a defensive coordinator, to get back into the mode of actually being out on the field and coaching. And, he's got the bug now. He thoroughly enjoys it. He spends so much time on it, very well prepared. I don't think anybody's going to be as prepared as him. And, I think the sky's the limit for him.
And what I admire about Matt is so often young coaches think they know it all, but Matt always uses his mentors, you, me, many other coaches he deals with, asking for help. What can I do here? What is your suggestion here? And share with everybody how important that is to be open-minded, especially nowadays as a coach.
You have to be open-minded. If the minute you stop learning something, then that's the time to get out of coaching. You should always be thinking new thoughts and new schemes and new ways to defend people. And I think the minute you stop thinking about those things is it's time to hang it up. And obviously he's a sponge. He always wants to learn. He's always watching a lot of games, not just the teams that we're preparing for, but he watches a lot of teams on TV, a lot of the pro, a lot of the college game. And I remember as a young coach constantly watching those games and keeping a notepad by my side. And if I saw something that I liked, I'd try and jot it down. And
you're a play stealer?
I'm a play stealer.
What are you talking about, Coach?
I wouldn't call it play stealing. We got to put a little bit of change on it so we can call it our own.
Right.
But there's been so many times that happened. In the old days when there was no DVR, we couldn't rewind it. We had to go to that VCR, and it was a lot more difficult. Nowadays, with the DVR at your disposal, you can pretty much steal any play you want.
And that's the difference. We in the playoffs, when we first started, the playoffs would get decided, and we'd bring our shoebox full of VHS tapes or DVDs. And now, with the huddle, it's a click and a button, and all of a sudden you got 4 films on every team. Now, San Ramon is running their halftime promotion, and it's buy a ticket for $20, and then they pick your name, and the ball is going to be teed up on the 35-yard line. And if they make it, they get a new Toyota truck. Would you be able to make this one here, big fella?
I'm going to say no.
See, you know your limits.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I know your limits.
But
now, if this was some kind of trick golf shot, I'm putting my money on you.
Well, I probably would have signed up for it. I should have bought some tickets and put Brooke Van Moogen's name down, one of our former kickers who would certainly make it.
Yes.
And lives in the area. And then try to take it back from him.
You're going for a lifeline. So here it is. I don't know this young man's name, but I hope he makes and gets a truck.
I'm going to say no.
You're going to say no?
I'm going to say the odds on him getting it just to the end zone might be.
Well, if he gets in the end zone, it's a touchback. And we've used that rule to nauseam.
Oh,
he's got a shot, Coach! He's got a shot!
I think he made it.
That is good!
Did he actually make that?
Toyota!
Does he have any eligibility left?
For that guy's benefit, he didn't listen to us. Let's watch the replay. He nailed this, Coach.
Let me ask you this.
He nailed this.
Oh,
he nailed this.
He did.
Oh, no, we got ourselves a Toyota Tundra.
Now, are they willing to give away 2 Tundras?
Hey.
Somebody who has the insurance on this is sweating it a little bit right now.
This guy looks like he knows what he's doing.
He's backing up a long ways, and I do believe he has high tops on.
You don't want to overrun this.
Are those high tops he's wearing?
Can they go double Toyota? No.
That's a no.
No.
Not a bad effort, though.
Not a bad. Got into the end zone. That is a field goal, and that is a Toyota Tundra truck. Coach, let's talk about the game. I know you're helping out Matt tonight. What are some things first that you think that some plays we've left out on the field in the first half?
Well, I think offensively we've done a pretty nice job. We've had scoring opportunities every series, and we've got to do a better job in the red zone. But in the run game, I think our interior linemen are missing some of the double teams and missing some of the run-throughs that they shouldn't be missing. In the pass game, I think we're taking advantage of what they're giving us. And, hopefully in the second half we come out and execute. Jack had a great couple weeks of practice. He's throwing the ball really well, commanding the huddle very well. And I think we can take advantage of some of the things that they're doing on the outside.
Well, that is longtime Monte Vista head football coach Craig Bergman, and appreciate him stopping by. You're watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championship Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
Muir Orthopedic Specialists specialize in orthopedic treatment and care through physical therapy, reconditioning, pain management, and surgery with over 20 doctors in Walnut Creek, San Ramon, Brentwood, and Concord. Muir Orthopedic Specialists, restoring strength, health, and mobility. Go to MuirOrtho.com for more information and testimonials from patients. Muir Orthopedic Specialist, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties is a design-build company that specializes in residential remodeling projects from design to construction. Their Best of House 2018 Client Satisfaction Award is an example of their commitment to being the premier remodeling company of their clients' dreams. Through professionalism, innovation, quality, and service, they build enduring value and lasting relationships. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors have been serving families and businesses in the Tri-Valley since 1984. All of your accounting, tax, and financial planning needs can be addressed by the friendly CPAs at Sweeney Kovar. Conveniently located in Danville, let Sweeney Kovar be your trusted advisor, enable you to keep the important financial promises you have made to your loved ones. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
This NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialist, is sponsored by Muir Orthopedic Specialist, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs. Fit Pro Go. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game?
And we want to say thank you to our television partners, Contra Costa Television and Ed TV, and our partners at the NFHS network. Statistics: Monte Vista 3 first downs. They were 1 of 3 on third down. Monte Vista was 1 of 3 on third down, had 148 yards of total offense, 64 yards rushing, 84 yards passing, time of possession 8:08, 2 penalties for 15 yards. Cribb 7 for 62. Prohaska 4 receptions for 58 yards. San Ramon 8 first downs, 6 of 8 on third down, 107 yards rushing, 53 passing. Time of possession 15 minutes and 45 seconds. They had 1 turnover. Sinclair is 9 for 49 and a touchdown. He is out for the game. Hyman 9 for 29. Stewart had 3 receptions for 33 yards. So those are our halftime statistics. And appreciate the old partner in crime, Coach Bergman, coming by at halftime. And there was a Toyota truck given away at halftime based off a 35-yard field goal. And it wasn't a cheapie either. It cleared the uprights, and well done. And great promotion run by the San Ramon Valley Booster Club. The Mustangs will get the opening kick of the second half. Oliphant takes the ball from the 11-yard line, and the Mustangs will start on their own 21-yard line. Other scores: Cal leads San Leandro 3-0, and Freedom was ahead of San Ramon, or ahead of Amador Valley, I believe, 14-6. We'll double check that. Falcons up 14-12 over Amador Valley. Stewartson under center. Quick pass to Prohaska, and he's better off just dropping that ball. Goes incomplete. And the Mustangs could set themselves up on a little pump and go, little hitch and go, the way that the San Ramon defensive backs reacted to that last throw to Prohaska. And I'd like to thank San Ramon Valley Athletic Director Peter Scarpelli for getting us set up, meeting us out here early, and appreciate his continued support. Stewartson throws to Cribb on the crossing route, and it goes incomplete, and it'll be 3rd and 10. And as they did in the first game, San Ramon didn't get a lot of pressure on Stewartson, but they did a good job of recognizing when they couldn't get there and get their hands up and getting in the passing lane. So it'll be 3rd and 10. We are coming to you live from the S&J Properties broadcast booth at San Ramon Valley High School in Danville. 57th matchup between these two high schools that are 2.8 miles apart. Stewartson back to pass. Quick out, hits Prohaska, and it's completed. Nice timing route there by Stewartson, who spent some time with the quarterback whisperer the last couple of weeks. Coach Berkman working in the gym and then finally getting out to practice. And he throws this one on a dime on the quick out to Prohaska. Stewartson deep route to Prohaska and just thrown out of his outstretched hands. Not a bad throw by Stewartson, putting the ball only where Prohaska could attempt to get it, but it falls incomplete. Prohaska now has 5 receptions. It'll be 2nd and 10. Mustangs taking their shots on 1st and 10 tonight. San Ramon has possessed the football, and they have rushed over 100 yards, so their game plan is holding tough. Now, they missed a field goal at the end of the first half. Draw play to Cribb, and doesn't go much. And Coach Bergman talked about it at halftime, if you weren't with us, how San Ramon's defensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage. And that was one of the keys coming into the game is for San Ramon to continue to do that. They did it in the first game, and they're doing it here tonight. Monte Vista has run for over 60 yards. They rushed for 51 in the first game, but those are off a couple of runs. Since that, they've really cleaned up their run defense. 3-by-1 set for the Mustangs. Prohaska here at the bottom of your screen. Stewartson back to pass. He's got a wide open receiver. Ryan Colonna, the 10. Touchdown, Monte Vista. 64 yards. Colonna. They've been working on that seam route since they got outside and practiced, and Stewartson UPS deliver that baby. And Colonna, the senior, it's a little trailer route, and Colonna is wide open. And they did enough just to occupy the other safety, and Colonna with the touchdown. And Hertz with the extra point is good. And Monte Vista gets a key 3-possession score, and they lead 17-7. You're watching NorCal Sports TV.
S&J Properties is a design-build company that specializes in residential remodeling projects from design to construction. Their Best of House 2018 Client Satisfaction Award is an example of their commitment to being the premier remodeling company of their clients' dreams. Through professionalism, innovation, quality, and service, they build enduring value and lasting relationships. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company.
Let's look at that one again after the kickoff. All right, let's look at it now. See, it's a little trailer route. And Hainer goes to the corner, and Kelowna trails right behind. High kick taken at the 5-yard line. And a nice return by Facto. Gets it out past the 50. And that ball is spotted at the 47-yard line. That's how you answer, San Ramon Valley. Well done on the return. Facto, such a weapon with his return game, as well as being on all-league defensive back. And here's the touchdown once again. Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard, or the dry erase board, rather. So San Ramon will take over on the Monte Vista 47-yard line. Hyman with the counterplay does a good job of following his blockers, and he'll pick up 11 yards and a first down. Well done. I like how he follows his blockers. Hyman, just a junior, he'll be back next season running the ball for the Wolves. San Ramon scored on their first possession of the game and then looked like they were going to score right before the half, but a missed field goal attempt. Camisa is sacked. Mr. Healy gets home. Cam Healy with the sack of Camisa, and it's a 9-yard loss. The ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. Coach Becker's thrown the ball, or attempted to throw the ball more on first down tonight, but the Mustangs have got there at nearly every attempt. And then we've got a procedure penalty on the Wolves, and they'll get marched back. They played a pretty clean first half. San Ramon had no penalties in the first half. Second and 24, I would expect some kind of screen here. Mustangs do a better job of pass rushing that time. Mikey Roy with the tackle after a 11-yard gain, and Camisa picks up some of the lost yardage. So it'll be 3rd down and 14. And San Ramon, 6 of 8 on 3rd down in the first half. That's a great percentage of your San Ramon. Most of those were short downs. So 3rd and 13 here. 2 receivers set. Murphy in the slot, the sophomore tight end. He's rerouted. Chip Menard rushes, and that ball goes incomplete. Mustangs did a better job, and Connor Shea came on the blitz late, and that ball is thrown away. And we'll see what Coach Becker's going to do. They're going to go for it. I don't know if we've got a dance going on here or a football game. Three by one set for the Wolves. Murphy finally gets on the line of scrimmage. Camisa rolls to his right, and he's going to huck it into the end zone. A Hail Mary, and it's deflected away, incomplete. But we've got a flag on the field. personal foul, roughing the quarterback on Monte Vista. Good grief. Got to have more discipline on 4th and 14, fellas. And the Wolves get a break. Now they are 7 of 9 on 3rd down. That's a key mistake for the Mustangs. And see if we can get the late hit on the replay. Yeah, he released it, and the Mustang defender took 2.5 steps and hit him late. Costly penalty. See if San Ramon can take advantage, and they'll go back to the running game. Hyman, young man, picks up 8 yards, close to 9 yards. Tough kid, coming off a concussion and battling it out. 29 days to recover. I don't think he would have been playing if this game would have played at his regularly scheduled time. Neither would Nate Ricina of Monte Vista, but both were able to get healthy and get back in. Griffin Turner's in for Hyman, and he'll get the handoff on a counter, and he's going to get tackled inside the 5-yard line, and another Wolf first down. So the Mustangs let the Wolves off the hook, and it looks like they're going to take advantage. Had an incompletion on a 4th and 14 and a roughing the passer penalty. On 4th and 13. Hyman back in the game at tailback. And he's handed the ball on the stretch play. And the Mustangs rally up. It'll be a short gain. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Wolves have had the ball for over 4 minutes on this drive. And the Wolves are short on personnel. You're watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
Muir Orthopedic Specialists specialize in orthopedic treatment and care through physical therapy, reconditioning, pain management, and surgery with over 20 doctors in Walnut Creek, San Ramon, Brentwood, and Concord. Muir Orthopedic Specialists, restoring strength, health, and mobility. Go to MuirOrtho.com for more information and testimonials from patients. Muir Orthopedic Specialist, specialized, innovative, compassionate.
So San Ramon had a little bit of difficulty with personnel, and Coach Becker decided to take the timeout. So the winner of this game will host Vintage next, I'm assuming next Saturday, but I could be wrong, in the NCS D1 semifinals. Second and goal from the 4. A little play action pass by Camisa. He tacks the line of scrimmage. He's going to keep it himself, and he's hammered out of bounds and picks up a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd and 2. Camisa's going to feel that one tomorrow when he wakes up. Third and goal from the 3, and Camisa stretching out his right shoulder a little bit after that play. Two tight end set, unbalanced line for the Wolves. Play action pass. Camisa into the end zone. Touchdown, San Ramon Valley. The Wolves snuck the tight end out across the formation and pick up the touchdown. Well-designed play here. Well-designed play by San Ramon Valley, and it's a touchdown, and an extra point is good. And it is 17-13. San Ramon with the nice drive and the score. Deuce Palmer with that touchdown reception for San Ramon Valley. So Camisa to Palmer, 4-yard touchdown pass. And the Wolves go 53 yards on 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Assisted by a 4th and 13 roughing the passer penalty. And to say that one is costly would be an understatement. So San Ramon takes advantage, as good teams should. Oliphant with the return, and he goes out of bounds. 10 plays, 47 yards on that drive. And San Ramon takes advantage of the roughing the passer. So Monte Vista will take over on their own 25-yard line. Last time the Mustangs had the ball, 64-yard touchdown pass from Stewartson to Ryan Colonna. Colonna's 3rd touchdown reception of the season. And Stewartson's 21st touchdown pass. Bubble screen to Hayner. Does a good job of turning back upfield and picks up a short gain of about 3 yards. That play will set up other plays. So it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Mustangs. Amador Valley leads at halftime 15-14 over Freedom High School. 2nd and 7, Stewartson back to pass. Throws the ball right over the middle to Cribb. He breaks one tackle. He was down. The ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. But then we've got a flag on the field. And we've got a holding on Monte Vista. So 2 crucial plays, 2 crucial penalties. The last one on defense, and then this one is a hold out here on the edge. And as a play the Mustangs ran all week in practice, and they executed it perfectly, except the holding penalty. So instead of first down on the Wolves' 45-yard line, it'll be 2nd and 20 from the Mustangs' 17-yard line. And the Wolves will play coverage. They've got a 3-man front, and they'll bring in an extra defensive back. Stewartson back to pass. Escapes the pocket, and it's another holding penalty. And see what Jack Stewartson's got to learn. He doesn't have to leave the pocket. He's got all day to throw. But once you scramble to the right, then that block by the offensive lineman now becomes a hold. And that is exactly what the case is. And we'll see if Coach Becker takes the penalty. And it'll be half the distance to the goal. And the ball will be placed at the 5-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 29. Not a lot of plays in the playbook for 2nd and 29. The last thing you want to do is turn the ball over here. Wolves with that three-man front. Hayner in motion. And the Mustangs will run a draw and crib. And then there's another holding penalty. Or it might be illegal hands to the face. So the ball's on the 5. We'll see if the Wolves take the penalty because the Mustangs would only lose 2.5 yards. Legal hands to the face. The penalty's declined, and the ball will be on the 11-yard line, so it'll pick up 6 yards, but the Wolves decline the penalty, and they're going to drop into deep coverage here with 3 defensive backs close to the 30-yard line, literally keeping everything in front of them. Stewartson, throw downfield to Regina, and it goes incomplete, and the Mustangs will punt. So the Wolves are going to get great field position, and he did a good job of returning a punt 71 yards to set up San Ramon's first score in the first game. Back deep is Clay Facto. Matt Hoffman will be kicking from his own end zone, averaging just over 33 yards a punt. Facto, very confident young man in returning the ball. And this short kick will take a bounce. Facto comes to get it at the 45. And he's tackled at the Monte Vista 44-yard line. We are coming to you live from the S&J's Properties broadcast booth. And the question is, who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? We'll be giving that award in the post-game show. Murphy will trade tight end spots to the left. Wolves are in great field position, and they'll go back to what they've been doing all game. Hyman with the run, and he picks up 2 yards. And once again, want to say hi to our folks and thanks for our TV partners, Contra Costa Television and Ed TV, who are covering the game tonight. A great partnership upcoming with NorCal Sports TV. 2nd and 8 for the Wolves. I formation. Play pass. Camisa. Short pass. And it is completed to Jacob Gadassi, his 8th reception of the season. And that'll be a Wolf first down. Nice timing route to the sidelines, and Camisa delivered that ball accurately. And it's a first down for San Ramon Valley. Ball on the 30-yard line. Wolves looking to take the lead here. Murphy trading tight end. I formation once again, and it's a stretch play to the left. And Camisa picks up 8 yards. So when you're able to pick up 6-7 yards consistently on first down, it tells you the offensive line of Cooper, Losing, Vogel, Johnson, and Maroney is doing a heck of a job. And right when I praise the offensive line, they have a legal procedure. Second penalty of the half. Wolves had no penalties in the first half. So goes from 2nd and short to now 2nd and 8. Camisa in the shotgun. And Noah Thomas is a wing. And they're going to throw a screen to him. And they'll lose 2 yards on that completed pass. And Chip Menard saw that screen coming, but he couldn't get into the passing lane. And that pass goes for a 2-yard loss. So it'll be 3rd and 10. And Sam Ramon has been fantastic on 3rd down. They are 7 of 10 on 3rd down. 70% is fantastic. And this is probably 4-down territory for Coach Becker. Camisa has got a lot of time, and then he's going to run. But the Mustangs do a good job in space. And Luciano does a good job of making the tackle and gives up a couple yards, so it'll be 4th down. Now, the last time it was 4th down, the Mustangs had a roughing the passer on an incomplete pass. The Wolves are going to try a field goal. This is going to be a 45-yard field goal. By Stevenson. His long for the season is 39 yards. He missed one in the first half. The kick is up. And it is no good. And the Mustangs will get the ball back on their own 20-yard line. You are watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
This NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, is sponsored by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors.
So the Mustangs will take over with less than a minute left in the quarter. Stewartson play pass. Dumps it off to Broughton. And he picks up 8 yards on 1st down. Broughton did a good job of holding the edge and then breaking out to the flat as he's coached, and picks up a nice gain on 1st down, 2nd and 7 or 2nd and 3 for the Mustangs. And they'll have to run at least one more play here before the end of the quarter. Three by one set. Stewartson, quick pass to Prohaska. It'll be a 1st down, and then he's thrown out of bounds, and then we've got a penalty on San Ramon Valley. Prohaska caught the quick pass. Well, I should say it's on San Ramon. I don't know. I'm guessing. Dave Jankowitz is our referee, and we'll wait for the signal. Yeah, personal foul on San Ramon. That'll be a free 15-yarder. And let's see what happens here. Prohaska gets out of bounds. Yeah, well, you get him out of bounds, you can't drive him to the ground. So the Mustangs are given a favor on that 15-yard penalty. Wolves had no penalties in the first half, 3 this quarter. Stewartson back to pass. He's got Prohaska just a little bit out front. Had the receiver open and just couldn't complete it. So it's the end of the 3rd quarter, And Monte Vista leads San Ramon 17-14. You are watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialist.
S&J Properties is a design-build company that specializes in residential remodeling projects from design to construction. Their Best of House 2018 Client Satisfaction Award is an example of their commitment to being the premier remodeling company of their clients' dreams. Through professionalism, innovation, quality, and service, they build enduring value and lasting relationships. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors have been serving families and businesses in the Tri-Valley since 1984. All of your accounting, tax, and financial planning needs can be addressed by the friendly CPAs at Sweeney Kovar. Conveniently located in Danville, let Sweeney Kovar be your trusted advisor, enable you to keep the important financial promises you have made to your loved ones. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs.
Through 3 quarters, San Ramon has 211 yards rushing, 211 yards of offense, 139 rushing, 76 passing. Cribb on the stretch play. And then we've got a penalty again on Monte Vista. Another hold. Monte Vista has 248 yards of offense, 72 rushing, and 176 passing. And they were just called for their 5th penalty of the second half. So it'll be 2nd and 21 for the Mustangs. Empty backfield. Might be a quarterback draw here. And it is. And Stewartson is stuffed. Credit the down linemen of San Ramon Valley. They're only going with 3 down linemen, and they are getting a big push on the offensive line of Monte Vista. Cooper losing, Garrett, Harrison Wheeler. Monte Vista 6 penalties for 58 yards this half. Cribb in motion. It's going to be a screen the other way to Prohaska, and he can't get through traffic, and it'll be 4th down, and the Mustangs will be punting. So San Ramon gets called for the late hit, and Monte Vista doesn't take advantage, and the Wolves get the stop after the holding penalty, and Hoffman will come on to kick, and Facto will be deep. Got to kick it away from that young man. Facto will take it on the 25-yard line. And he's tackled at his own 35-yard line. Actually, 36-yard line. And the Wolves will take over. If you're just joining us, Tristan Sinclair was knocked out of the game in the first half with some type of injury. I know he's out. Shoulder pads and helmet is off. Little reverse to Facto. And the Mustangs trying to get an angle of pursuit. And Facto does a good job just to pick up a couple of yards. And he's tackled after a 2-yard gain. Mustangs did a good job of playing in space here. So the Wolves set up the reverse, but then the Mustangs play along the flat along the line of scrimmage, and Facto picks up a couple of yards. 2nd down, and Hyman picks up 3, and it'll be 3rd and a long 5 for the Wolves. Cal leads San Leandro 10-0. And we'll see if we can get a score on the Freedom, the other NCS D1 semifinal. Third down. Camisa with the bootleg. The Mustangs have it covered. Then a deep pass to Murphy. And he makes the catch. The sophomore goes up over the top of Noah Rivas. Camisa's first read is to go to the man in the flat. But he wasn't open, and Murphy kept running, and the sophomore goes up and makes the grab. See, Murphy crosses Regina's face. It goes up and makes the play over Rivas. Well done. Stretch play to Hyman. And then we've got another flag on the field, and it'll be another, I'm assuming, a holding penalty, and this ball will be marched back. So it'll be, you cannot take out a defender below the knees. So if you have a pulling lineman coming at you, you can't dive and take him out from under the knees. And that's what Regina did. And it usually doesn't get called the first time. It gets called the second time. But the officials call that one, and it'll be a it'll be another first down on penalties for San Ramon Valley. And again, usually that is a penalty that is not called. But it's a safety rule. You just can't come in and submarine the offensive blocker. But boy, that's real close. I mean, he's hitting him right around the thighs and the hip. But it's a safety call, and the officials are doing their job. Freedom leads Amador Valley 20-15 in the third quarter. So after deliberating with the officials, the Wolves will get the ball inside the Mustangs' 15-yard line. A ball will be spotted at the 14. And Coach Russi was probably wondering what was called there. And he'll see that on film, but not a real cheap shot or anything like that. Hyman cuts back against the flow of the Mustang defense and gets down to the 5. So Sinclair's been out, and credit Hyman for coming in and doing a good job of knowing the offense, taking that stretch handoff, pressing the line of scrimmage, and getting north. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Wolves have missed 2 field goal attempts today. Hyman slips and falls, and I don't know if he had enough for a first down or not. He does, and the chains will be moved. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Hyman, he's going to come out of the game. The Wolves are going to need a tailback. First and goal for San Ramon Valley. Trying to take the lead. Fullback dive. Heck of an effort. Noah Thomas. And the officials did a good job of not blowing that one down. And Thomas with the touchdown. I mean, the Mustangs stopped playing here. He's down. And then watch all the white shirts stop. He didn't stop. Thomas, touchdown. San Ramon Valley takes the lead. Benedict with the extra point. And that kick is good. San Ramon Valley leads Monte Vista 21-17. You're watching NorCal Sports TV.
This NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, is sponsored by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs. Fit Pro Go. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game?
Six-play, 64-yard drive, 2 minutes and 42 seconds. And San Ramon takes back the lead. Oliphant takes the ball, a kickoff on his own 3-yard line. And he's tackled inside the 20-yard line. So the Mustangs will get the ball on their own 15-yard line. Cribb, nice run out to the 35-yard line. And see if the Mustangs can go 3 plays in a row without a holding penalty. Their last couple of drives, hold, and more holds. And Cribb busts out with that nice gain. 20-yard gain. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. 2-by-2 set. Cribb set deep. Broughton will trade to the left side of the formation. Cribbs, just no blocking up front for the Mustangs. And I'm seeing a lot of white jerseys trying to be up at the second level. Well, you got to take care of the line of scrimmage first. The rules of blocking on that is you take care of the line of scrimmage first, and the Mustangs are getting manhandled up front on those inside runs. Be 2nd and 8. Cribb did a good job just to get to the line of scrimmage. Nice run by Cribb at the 50. And he keeps with the bear crawl. Inside the 40, down to the 39-yard line. No penalties. The Mustangs are in business. Nice run by Cribb. And the Mustangs are over 100 yards rushing for the night. Time of possession. San Ramon has had the ball for over 23 minutes. Monte Vista just 12 minutes and 16 seconds, not including this drive. So when you got the ball, you got to take advantage of scoring. 3-by-1 set. The Mustangs will sprint out. Deep ball. And it's a little short of the wide receiver. The Mustangs had the tight end, Ben Broughton, wide open over the middle of the field. And watch Cribb. This is his last run for a first down. And watch the bear crawl right here. Nice job. So the Mustangs take a shot on first down. And that ball's incomplete. Who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game? Stay tuned for the post-game show. 2x2 set, Kelowna, Hayner at the bottom of your screen, or 2x1 set rather. Stewartson back to pass, and he throws that seam route to Cribb, hits him right in the one hand, need to use two, and it goes incomplete. The Mustangs ran that play earlier, got it for a big gain, but was nullified by a holding penalty. So 3rd and 10, and I would imagine this would be probably 4-down territory for the Mustangs because San Ramon has monopolized the football. Kelowna and Broughton, the bottom of your screen, Hayner and Prohaska at the top. Stewartson back to pass. Nice inside route, but it's going to be short of the first down. Kyle Hayner with the reception, and it'll be 4th down, 4th and 1 for the Mustangs, and Stewartson quickly gets the play from Coach Russi and hurries back to the huddle, so it'll be 4th and 1. I think he just sneak it here and get it. But San Ramon Valley calls a timeout beforehand. And we want to thank all of our viewers watching the game tonight on Contra Costa Television and our partners at Ed TV. And we are going to be partnering with those folks and bringing you some high school basketball later on this year. So we appreciate their partnership and along with our new partners at the NFHS network. So Chris Vertigo, appreciate your help and your team's work in getting this game on the air tonight. Follow us at social media at NorCal Sports TV and get updates. We post replays of our games as they're going. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. Now, the Wolves call a timeout, so I'd imagine they're going to cover the center this time and not allow the quarterback sneak. We're coming to you live from the S&J Properties broadcast booth. 4th down, Stewartson goes the wrong way, but then might have done enough to get the first down. We'll see where it's spotted. His initial push was not there, but then he might have slipped off and found enough to get the first down. We'll see where it's spotted. And it's time for a measurement. So the Mustangs went for it on 4th and short. Don't want to miss the measurement. So here's the measurement. And the Wolves stop the Mustangs on 4th down, and they'll take over. So one of the keys tonight we mentioned about for San Ramon Valley is control the line of scrimmage. If you watch no other play tonight, there is an example of them controlling the line of scrimmage, getting off the football. Low man wins. So the Mustangs got to get a stop and get the ball back. And it's going to be Hyman left, Hyman right. And he's tackled for no gain. And once the referee blows the play clock in, San Ramon has 25 seconds to snap the football. And I imagine they are going to take every single second, and they're going to wait until the back judge starts doing a hand count. So the referee blew down this with 5:01, and right now they're at 20 seconds. Hyman picks up the first down and more. He's tackled at the Mustang 37-yard line. Jacob Hyman runs through some arm tackles and doing a great job of coming in for Tristan Sinclair. And he has literally carried the Wolves on his back here in the second half. Big gain. Two arm tackles. You can't pull flags at this level. And Hyman runs right through those arm tackles. Well done. The only thing Hyman probably shouldn't have done is run out of bounds, but I think Coach Becker will take it in trade for the first down. Short gain. Hyman's got 20 carries for 115 yards. At some point, Coach Rusty's going to have to use his timeouts. 2nd and 9. And then the Wolves jump off sides. And Thomas trying to tell his guys to calm down. You got the lead. So the clock's going to wind at 3:44, so the Wolves could take 25 seconds off this before they snap it. They have to snap it by 3:19. Camisa with the bootleg, and he's sacked. Mikey Roy with the sack. Curious call by Coach Becker. Going for the play pass, and the Mustangs weren't fooled. And it's a big loss. And Monte Vista calls a timeout. Don't know why they're passing here. And it didn't fool anybody. Mikey Roy, the senior, with the sack. His 4th sack of the season. So the Mustangs have 2 timeouts left. It is 3rd and 22. So it'll be 3rd and 23 after the timeout. Monte Vista has 2 timeouts left. And Hyman is back in the game. Over 100 yards rushing. If you're San Ramon, you don't want to throw an incomplete pass here. The worst that you take a sack, let the clock run, make Monte Vista use the timeout. Make them use their second timeout. Hyman with the run, picks up 2, and then Coach Rusty calls another timeout. He's got 1 left, and it'll be 4th down. And Monte Vista, barring a penalty, will be in punt formation. The winner of this game will host Vintage High School, I believe, next Saturday at 7 o'clock. You'll have to check the CIF NCS website for that. Cal's leading San Leandro 17-0 late in the fourth quarter. Cribb has 117 yards rushing for the Mustangs. Holman with his 115, and that was before his big run. So Foster will punt, and Oliphant is deep at his own 10-yard line, and that ball will kick and go into the end zone, and the Mustangs will get the ball on their 20-yard line. Foster, very good punter. He has 11 punts inside the 20, averaging nearly 40 yards a punt. Mustangs have a lot of time left, 2:58. They've got one timeout, so it's not necessarily have to throw at will here. Freedom leads Amador 27-22 late in the third. So Jack Stewartson, the all-league quarterback, try to put together a game-winning drive for the Mustangs. They have to score a touchdown. Facto pressing Prohaska at the line of scrimmage, and then Stewartson sacked. Nice design, defensive design that time. Little zone pass rush, and Bo Garrett actually was dropped off into coverage that time. Spying the running back, Cribb. Nice design of the defense. And then the Mustangs will run, and Cribb will pick up a big chunk for a first down, and the clock will temporarily stop until the chains are set. As I said, you don't have to be all pass here. Got plenty of time and a timeout in the pocket. The Mustangs will be in an empty backfield, and the times they run this tonight, they've gone quarterback draw, but they won't here. Shallow cross to Cribb, who drops the ball. So it'll be 2nd and 10, 2:15 left. And the Wolves will substitute now. They'll bring in another down lineman, so they got 4 down linemen versus they had 3 in the previous plays. Mustangs empty backfield. One deep safety for the Wolves. Stewartson back to pass. He's got time and hits Prohaska on the zero route, and he gets enough for a first down. 12-yard gain. The senior with the shallow cross, catch, and run. First down. And then the Wolves will substitute, bring in an extra defensive back. Mustangs practice their 2-minute offense every day. They'll continue with the empty backfield. Short pass to Cribb. He breaks the tackle, picks up 7 yards, and the Wolverines, that's my old high school. The Mustangs will get the ball out to the 50-yard line. Cribb with the run. Stops and stutters. He's got to get out of bounds, and he does. Well done by the sophomore running back who's well over 100 yards tonight. Another first down, and the ball is spotted at the 41-yard line. One of these teams' season's going to end tonight. Good ball game here from San Ramon Valley High School in Danville. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for joining us tonight. Looks like the Wolves might dial up a blitz here, and they do, but the Mustangs pick it up. Stewartson's got time. He flushes the pocket. He's going to throw a lofter to Prohaska, and then Prohaska senses another defender is coming at him and just lets it go out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10. But the second time tonight, Stewartson's got all day to throw. He doesn't have to leave the pocket. When you leave the pocket, you cut the field in half for the defense and your receivers. Just stay in the pocket and find your open receiver. 2nd and 10. Mustangs have a timeout left. Cribb, deep set behind Stewardson. And they're going to run the stretch play to him. And somewhere you got to call a timeout here, Coach. 107 and counting. It's going to be 3rd and 7. A lot of time chewing off that clock. Stewardson back to pass. Runs a hitch and go. And it goes incomplete. Had the hitch and go to Rachina, but San Ramon got over there on defense. It's 4th and 9, and this is probably where you might want to call a timeout and talk about it. It's only the most important play of the season. Mustangs don't call a timeout. 43 seconds left here. Stewardson back to pass. Not a lot of pass rush. Then he flushes the pocket. You got to throw the ball. They lateral it to David Hayward, and the ball's fumbled, and we've got ourselves a greasy pig, and what it ends up being is a San Ramon football. And the Wolves are in the driver's seat to host the NCS Division I semifinal next week against Vintage. That's why I'd like to call a timeout to make sure that everybody is on the same page. And Stewardson flushed the pocket. Not a lot of guys pass rushing, but a guy who's been there all night is Bo Garrett. And the Wolves are going to end some senior seasons of Monte Vista with a double win. And the Wolves are going to win their 5th straight over the Mustangs in NCS play. You are watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists.
This NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, is sponsored by Muir Orthopedic Specialists, specialized, innovative, compassionate. S&J Properties, the Tri-Valley's premier design and remodeling company. Sweeney Kovar Accountants and Advisors, meeting all of your accounting, tax, and financial service needs. Fit Pro Go, who will be our Fit Pro Go player of the game.
So San Ramon Valley, with the come-from-behind win over Monte Vista. At one time, Monte Vista led 17-7 after a touchdown pass from Stewardson to Ryan Colonna. It was 17-7. But then the Wolves came back with 2 touchdowns and got the lead and held on 21-17.
He's right here. Just hit number 57. He'll be on the right.
And there's, without a doubt, our Fit Pro Go player of the game is number 4, Jacob Hyman. He had over 120 yards rushing coming in for the injured Tristan Sinclair and took the Wolves on his back to get the victory. So congratulations to Jacob Hyman, our Fit Pro Go player of the game. San Ramon Valley will host Vintage High School, and I'm assuming it'll be next Saturday at 7 p.m. From San Ramon Valley High School, where the Wolves beat Monte Vista 21-17 to move on to and host the NCS D1 semifinal versus Vintage High School of Napa next week. Thanks to our streaming partners at the NFHS Network and our broadcast partners, Contra Costa TV and Ed TV. Check those platforms for future NorCal Sports TV games. Any use of this broadcast without the written permission of the North Coast section, the NFHS Network, and NorCal Sports TV is strictly prohibited. You have been watching the NCS Les Schwab Tires Football Championships Division I quarterfinal on NorCal Sports TV, presented by Muir Orthopedic Specialist. Thanks to our crew, Kevin Allison, Jane Becerra, our director, Luis Rangel, and I am Chris Babcock in Danville. Good night, and thanks for being on the show.